This video is about the giant opportunity that LiveWire Del Mar has to penetrate the market of young people between the ages of 18 and 34. I believe that's the target market. That's where this motorcycle needs to go. Now, people in that age group are basically in a social media world where they're on social media all the time, and if they're not on social media, they're playing video games. So if we want the LiveWire to attract those customers, we have to meet them where they live. So it's a combination of social media and gaming. The term that's used to describe that is social gamification. So this video is about the process of using social media features and behaviors to amplify gamification effects and experiences on social media as it relates to the LiveWire Del Mar. Now, there's a very, very important thing here that we need to realize and understand as to why now is the time to move into this market with the Del Mar. And that is the Del Mar is the first and only fully integrated computer on wheels. When I say wheels, I guess two wheels, okay? So the Del Mar is different than any other motorcycle. It's much more high-tech, and it's got things that no other motorcycle has, gas or electric. The first thing it has is it has onboard cellular connectivity to the internet. So in other words, from an application running on your smartphone, you can not only read data from the motorcycle, but LiveWire can write data back to the motorcycle. So it's got two-way cellular connectivity to the internet. It's used for many things, including remote diagnostics and other things, but it's built onto the machine. Also, the Del Mar has Bluetooth connectivity to smartphones. When you get near it with your smartphone, you can pair it, you can hook it up, not only for music and things like that, controlled by the hand controls, but you can also use it for navigation, all kinds of things. The Del Mar also has onboard GPS, so it knows exactly where it is all the time, 24 hours a day. It has a 6-axis inertial measurement unit, which allows it to know its how, yaw, pitch, roll, the whole thing. It knows where it's turning, how far it's leaning, if it's starting to slide. It knows exactly where it's at in the physical world. And it's got a microprocessor-controlled battery management system that's integrated with the powertrain electronics. Now, there's actually some patents out there, but LiveWire actually is using the same electronic parts not only to charge the battery, but to act as a speed controller. That's why the Del Mar doesn't need any options to charge be higher than 3 kilowatts on level 2 charging, and actually go to 6.6. Whereas other motorcycles, like say the Zero, you have to buy an extra, they call it a charge tank, but extra electronics to do it. LiveWire, it's a very tightly integrated package for both the charging, the speed controller, the battery management. Everything is very high tech. The firmware in the motorcycle that controls all these things can be updated over the air by LiveWire. They can actually broadcast and update the bikes to, increase the number of features, make the bike safer, whatever. That can be done over the air, just like on a Tesla. And the Del Mar also has various sensors for RPM, torque, voltage, current, temperature, time. I mean, it is a rolling robot. It's a computer on wheels. It's got a high-resolution display, and it's got custom hand controls and switchgear, which can be programmed to do different things for the bike. So there is no other motorcycle that has all these components in it. And that makes possible the social gamification, or that makes the benefits of social gamification or gamification integration possible. So by integrating social media and gamification, LiveWire can enhance the enjoyment of riding at Del Mar. They can promote the brand, and they can foster a strong and engaged community of riders. Now, I'm going to take this two pieces. I'm going to talk about the social media piece and the gamification piece. Let's start with social media. What I'm talking about with social media is allowing writers to share experiences on social media like Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. In other words, the machine needs to have direct integration right off the Del Mar app. It needs to be able to integrate with Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. It needs to be able to do that so that people can share their experiences, their achievements, their favorite routes. All these things have to be shared. So that's the social media piece. Next, I want to talk about the gamification piece. Now, what I'm talking about here is using the IMU and the GPS to be able to play games, to add an element of fun and competition to the writing experience, giving writers goals to strive for and fostering a sense of community. Like, for example, you could have the motorcycle, ride on a certain route, and the goal is to have the fewest complete stops on the ride. So you can, the bike could navigate you to a place, and if the bike comes to a complete stop, that means that you've got points off, that kind of thing. You could have competitions for going places using the least amount of energy, most miles in a day, most miles without panic braking, maybe even have contests for the most miles without dropping the bike, all kinds of things. But with the GPS, with the cellular, you can do things in terms of making this thing a game, making it fun, making it something where you can compete. What you can also do is you can give people awards, badges, points, etc. for getting to certain milestones or making certain things happen. And these can be shared on the social media platforms, not only for the individual writers, but also for the LiveWire, because it helps their brand. So the LiveWire website could have a section where they actually have leaderboards where different challenges for writers can not only be on their own social media accounts, but LiveWire can put it on their website for the Del Mar to increase competition and engagement within the LiveWire writers and the Del Mar writers. So this is something where people can compete and have fun on a wide variety of things. Now, what you're doing is you're basically having challenges and contests to create a game type atmosphere to be able to compete and to do things with other writers. And you can have winners, you can have all kinds of things. And what this will do is create a brand awareness. So in other words, the social media integration and gamification can significantly increase brand awareness as writers share their experiences and achievements. These strategies can help to build a vibrant community of Del Mar writers who share tips, routes, experience, organize meetups, rides, etc. Because what they're doing is they're creating user-generated content, photos, videos, challenges, favorite routes that can be more impactful than the traditional advertising or the things that LiveWire is doing now. This can be a whole new aspect of using the motorcycle. Also, it can provide feedback for writers to ask questions, for LiveWire Corporate to respond, improvements about the product, customer satisfaction, whatever, leading to engagement and loyalty. So the gamification can make the writing experience more fun, more engaging, makes writers more loyal because they're investing time and effort into completing challenges and earning achievements. Now, this challenge and achievement can be anything to do with riding a motorcycle. It could be like a rally thing, be at certain points at certain times, or all kinds of stuff. It's endless possibilities in terms of the things and the challenges that you could have. Both some challenges, maybe very short, some challenges very long, maybe weeks or months long. But right now, the only information a regular motorcycle has on it is how many miles. You can look at the odometer and see how many miles it's gone. But on a Del Mar, you can see where it's been. You can see how much it leaned for how long, or how slow a person went for how long, or how fast. I mean, just all kinds of things that you could do to make it fun. Besides that, you could also integrate the gaming elements with education and safety. In other words, you could have a course where the rider has to ride, and the goal is to, without putting your foot down or without stopping the bike, take the longest amount of time to complete a course. Or maybe, ride around in circles of a certain size for a certain amount of time, or how tightly you can ride in circles for a certain amount of time, or all kinds of things. I mean, you can do things to increase rider safety, how fast you can brake, how fast you can brake with front brake and rear brake and both brakes, and all kinds of things. And not only can you do the education and safety piece, but anytime you have any kind of games and challenges, you have the viral potential for something to go viral. Maybe you have, how long you can actually keep the wheels turning before the bike runs out of charge. I mean, who knows? All kinds of things, unique things that you could do to increase the visibility of the Del Mar. Now, the main thing that I want to stress here, and the reason that these things are possible right now where they haven't been in the past, is the Del Mar. I mean, the main thing that it's got for the social media and the gamification is the integration of GPS and cellular. So you've got the GPS and you got the cellular. So because it's equipped with both, here, I'll just read it. The LiveWire Del Mar is equipped with integrated GPS and cellular connectivity. These technologies together are crucial for the social media integration and gamification features. The other thing that's cool is it allows for the real-time tracking of riders. So you can do route sharing, you can do geocaching, geofencing, geo-challenges, you can do location-based community events and rallies, and riders can share their location, their routes, and their achievements on social media in real time. On the cellular side, you've got the connectivity, which allows the bike to stay connected to the internet at all times. This allows real-time update for leaderboards, challenges, and community events, so you can see in real time who's doing what and who's making it and who isn't. And it also allows for the instant sharing on social media even while on the go. Now, I'm not sure how much bandwidth the LiveWire Del Mar has in terms of its internet connectivity, or how many bytes it transfers how fast. But when you're on the bike, it can actually use the Bluetooth to get faster internet sharing or internet connectivity off your cell phone. So this is all stuff that's brand new, and it can be utilized in ways that'll make it really, really fun and cool, and really develop a market for Del Mar. So the main thing I want to get, and this is my last slide, is the integrated GPS and cellular connectivity of the LiveWire Del Mar are not just high-tech features. They are the backbone of a unique and engaging social media riding experience that can promote the brand and build a strong community of riders. So because this thing is a computer on wheels, we can think of it in a different way than regular motorcycles, and we can address the 18 to 34-year-olds where they live, which is on social media and video games. And I know this is a departure from maybe the traditional Harley rider, but these young people, they're looking for social media experiences, and they're looking for playing games and having a good time. So with that, if you guys could comment maybe in the comments if you have any ideas or want to add anything to what I've said, or challenge it or whatever, I would love to get a dialogue going. Because I really think that LiveWire has a giant opportunity with the Del Mar, and I just want to make sure that they take maximum advantage of it. Have a great day.